victory for Lincoln City. Michael Appleton, the Imps boss, with us pitch side, and Michael, job done. That's what matters, isn't it, tonight?
Yeah, I thought we were outstanding in the first 25 minutes of the game, and then obviously once we've took control of it, a little bit of nervousness kicked in, certainly in that second half, especially when they scored the goal. Understandable, because obviously our record here is not particularly great, but passed the test. That's probably going to happen at some point later on in the season. Good to see people putting the body on the line, getting blocks when it needed, and it was difficult because, listen, maybe it's a good prep for Saturday in terms of we're going to have to deal with a lot of balls into the strikers and stuff, but even from the goalkeeper, it just kept coming in there. We were probably a little bit too deep at times, but again, that just comes from the mentality side of the game, the nervousness. But I'm glad we got the reward for what we put in that first 30 minutes.
I imagine the phrase "here we go again" was used twice probably in this game. After the first 25 minutes when you're playing sensational football, and then again when they score that goal, because it felt like the pattern of home games recently here.
Definitely, yeah. And it was a big test. That was what we were talking about on the sideline, trying to get the message onto the players coming onto the pitch, making substitutions just to have a spell with the ball. And we went through a spell in the second half where we were trying to score every time we turned the ball over. Again, it's a good habit to have at times, and we want to be positive, we want to pass the ball forward, and we want to be aggressive with it. But at times you just need to have a little bit of a spell and take the sting out of the game. And because it was just getting hit from back to front, and they're good at it. Like Stockton is good at it. The two big boys, Beta and the younger who was on before him, they're not bad at it.
I'm sure you would have loved to have won 6-0, 7-0 tonight. It had been a really comfortable night, but does it feel like more of an achievement, the fact you've got through that test of a team trying to get back into it and not being able to for once?
I think from a psychological point of view, yeah, 100%. And I don't think just for the team, just for everybody, fans included. I think in the second half there was definitely a nervousness even just before the goal had gone in, and then once the goal went in, there was even more of a nervousness. I could sense it myself. The players obviously clearly did. And then I think there was almost, I don't know, a moment, whether it's 2 or 3 minutes before the 90 minutes had been up, and then the 4 minutes went up and the place just erupted, and they knew they had to get behind the players because we've been in this position a few times before and we've not been able to get over the line. So that was really good, really pleasing, and hopefully we'll get the same going forward.
TJ Omer came up in the second half. Was that just precaution?
I'm hoping so. Yeah, it was almost like a dead leg to the glute. I was a little bit worried at first when I was getting the signal, thinking surely not an hamstring again. But because he was outstanding tonight. So yeah, I'm hoping it was just it seized up because he got a kick to his glute, and we can get him turned around for Saturday.
And Anthony Scully, was that similar?
A little bit. He was getting a little bit of fatigue in around his glute and his hamstring. So it was hopefully one of them where we dealt with it before it became an issue.
Important that Joe Walsh and Max Sanders, both players who've been out of the team, getting 90 minutes for differing reasons tonight.
Yeah, again, certainly, I said to Max numerous times over the last couple of months, he has to hit his numbers, he has to be getting around the pitch and stop coming 5 yards on top of the centre halves, let them do the job and play like a league player instead of running the 23 player. And he did that tonight. He jumped on second balls, he's shown that he's got a range of passing at times, and he's shown that he can actually run, so that'll do him the world of good, and he'll get his minutes going forward. And I just think with Walshy, obviously he just gives us a steelness, and he gives us a balance on that left hand side, and to have him in the team tonight, knowing that they got someone like Stockton up top who has been a handful against most teams all season, was good.
Gap up to 5 points now between yourselves and the relegation zone does make the table easier reading for you tonight, doesn't it?
It does a little bit, but it's one of them where there's going to be teams that you're not thinking at this moment in time are in danger, who are going to be in danger. There'll be 2 or 3 teams who are in around us, above us, that in 10 games time they'll be in around it, and that's how it is. So it's not just obviously the teams in the bottom 4 as it is at this moment in time. We've just got to concentrate on ourselves. We know You know, if we hit a certain amount of points over the next 2 months or so, we'll be fine.